Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Trenton DeClaire, and today we're doing something a little bit different because I don't have anything to vlog. So I came up with this great idea that we're going to bake a cake and read Am I the A-hole confessions. I asked my mom to buy me a cake. I was like, Mom, can you buy me a cake so I can like record a YouTube video, because my 93 subscribers are waiting. Like, they haven't gotten a YouTube video in like almost a week. And she was like, of course, my perfect son, honey bun, I love you so much, I'm gonna buy you a cake. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to be baking this classic yellow cake while reading Am I the A-hole confessions. Now, I have never used Reddit before, so I had to make a Reddit account, which honestly to me is a little like devolving in history, because I think Reddit is for like middle-aged men, which is okay if you use Reddit. If you're like an avid Reddit user, that's fine with me. Also, this mic is not connected to my camera. I thought a $20 mic would connect to my $300 camera, but it doesn't. And let me know if this lighting is good. Is this lighting okay? I know it's like super bright, but I think I fixed the problem of it like focusing. I just turned off the focuser. I have some Reddit posts saved, and some of them are already like decided that they're the a-hole, and some of them are already decided that they're not the a-hole, but I'm still gonna read a few while baking this cake. So let's actually start baking the cake and then getting into it. Okay, so we have to preheat the oven to 350, blend and beat. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Let me, oh, I just broke the mic. Okay, whatever. Preheat the oven. Bad timing to say I don't know how to preheat the oven. What? Okay, bake. Okay, 350. Is that what the box said? Okay, preheat the oven to 350. Okay, I think it's preheating. Now we got to get 1 cup of water, 3 large eggs, and then 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. Okay, we're gonna use this bowl to mix. I don't know where our like cake pans are. Okay, we're gonna use this to put the cake in. We're gonna put this to put the cake in, and hopefully it's like big enough. I think it will be. Okay, so it says 1 cup of water. I'm moving way too far ahead. It says cake mix and then the water. Hold on, let me restart. See, I already got the water in the bowl. My bad. Okay, let's restart. Okay, the cake mix goes in the bowl first. Now you get the water. Oh. And then eggs and oil in a large, okay, eggs and oil. So we need 3 eggs for this. And apparently these eggs are only $1.50. Okay. I see. I'm not a pro, so chill. Okay, oh no, I got a shell in there. First egg down. Second egg. Okay, no shell. Third egg. Perfect. No shell in that one either. Okay, and then it says the cooking oil. I have no idea where that is, but I'm gonna spray the pan real quick. Hopefully that's the right one. It says non-stick. Is this vegetable oil? It says pure vegetable oil. And how much does it need? 1.5? Wait, it says 1/2. Hold up, I'm not that good at math. Half a cup, not 1.5. Does that seem like enough? That seems like too much, actually. Let me not, that seems like too much. Okay, now we're going to mix and read our first confession. Okay, I tried to find some interesting ones so we wouldn't be like bored. So I'm gonna read this first one. Okay, I have our mixer. Okay, so this first one says, am I the a-hole? Boobs are just boobs. Am I wrong for saying that? Pre-thoughts, yes. Boobs are just boobs, question mark. Okay. For context, me and my fiance, I'm a guy, we're sitting in our chair. We're sitting in our chair in our double-seated recliner chairs. For our 14-year-old does good night hugs every night, and she leaned over to give her mom a hug. I guess she accidentally put her boobs on her mom's hands or something. I wasn't paying attention as I was playing Resident Evil on my phone. Daughter came over to me for hugs, and her mom makes a comment to me, "Be careful, she might make you touch her boobs." I assumed she was half joking because of the tone. My reply was, "Boobs are boobs." I didn't mean that in a sexual way whatsoever, more so meaning boobs are boobs as in just body parts. Mom got mad at me saying 14-year-old boobs are illegal, so no, boobs are not just boobs. Was I wrong in saying that? I wasn't sexualizing my daughter, or not trying to, at least, because at the end of the day, boobs are just boobs. It's just a part of a woman's body at the end of the day. Daughter wasn't trying to be sexual with anyone. She doesn't even concept that stuff yet. I was just trying to make my daughter feel better because of the comment made, trying to kind of brush off her comment to not embarrass daughter. Boobs are boobs, whatever kind of thing, as sometimes mom can embarrass daughter by pointing things out, so I didn't really want this to be one of them. I wanted more so to give a whatever vibe. Okay, how old is this dude? I don't know. He doesn't know how to type for nothing though. Anyways, she was fully dressed, absolutely nothing showing, regular t-shirt and pants. All she did was lean over, so I didn't understand the need for such a comment. Was I in the wrong? This is a real thing that happened. I'm not gonna exaggerate. Why'd they spell exaggerate like that? Exaggerate and say she stopped talking to me for a week or something stupid like a lot of the fake ones do. The comment was made, I said what I said, and she got mad and moved on. Okay, so I may have changed my opinion. Well, actually, I don't know. My opinion on that is that he said that to his 14-year-old daughter. I don't know. Maybe if it was like an older woman, but he said that to his wife about their 14-year-old daughter. So I'm not actually sure. Actually, in real time, let me know how y'all feel about this too, because I want to know. Let's read some of the comments though. The oven is ready, but I'm still mixing, and I want to read some of the comments. Okay, so one says, "Not the a-hole. I've had 3 daughters and would never say something like your wife said. Firstly, she made it awkward by saying that. Secondly, I wonder if she got mad when she realized she shouldn't have said what she said in the first place. What you said seems like trying to unawkward the situation she created." Okay, maybe that changed my opinion, because yeah, why did her wife say that? His wife, sorry. Okay, another one says, "Not the a-hole. A good way to handle this is to point out that they sexualized it and that it's possible to hug people, mom, nana, daughter, and come into contact with boobs without them ever registering as happy, fun bags. People are more than their body parts." Okay, so so on this one I would say not the a-hole, because I guess he was trying to like downplay the situation. But maybe let's take a English lesson next, because I had a hard time reading that and I already am a bad reader. So right now we're gonna pour it into the bowl. Okay, my SD card ran out of room somehow. I don't know. It's 128 gigabytes. I don't know how it ran out of room so fast. But we're gonna put the pan in the oven, and it says to cook for 24 minutes. Okay, so the video is transferring on my computer right now. So while it does that, I'm going to read another Am I the A-hole confession. Okay, this one I found a little relatable, because it says, "Am I the a-hole for not giving my son $10,000? Yes. First glance, yes. Give me $10,000. Mom, if you're watching this, I need $10,000. Oh, hold up. You know what I forgot to do? Set a timer. Set a timer for 24 minutes. Okay, let's read. My son married his high school sweetheart in 2011. Disaster for many reasons, but the end result was that they had 2 kids, then divorced 7 to 8 years ago. They live in Virginia, which is known as a state that favors mother's custody. She has primary custody and he has some visitation. He's getting hit pretty hard on child support and wants to have 50-50 custody of his kids, as well as being fully informed on medical, school, etc. We totally agree with those desires. His ex-wife is very bad at communication. The recent court ordered co-parenting sessions were horrible. We doubt that we doubt how she acts is going to change. But since he has been a teenager, our son has a tendency to believe that if he really wants something to have a certain result, he will get it. He's been to court with his ex multiple times, most recently asking again for shared custody. He truly believes each time that he will get what he wants, regardless of his past history. The first time he went to court this round, he represented himself and got his butt handed to him. He got a lawyer, spent more time with his kids, GAL, I don't know what that means, and went back to court, this time with the lawyer. Spent over $10,000, owes $13,000 more. Got marginally better results, but had a follow-up at the end of June. That follow-up was last Friday, and he represented himself again. He came out angry and too raw to talk about it. He did leave me a long text message expressing how very disappointed he was in me. As his mother and grandmother of his kids, he expected me to move heaven and earth to help him afford a lawyer. He knows we have our own issues. My husband, his stepfather, is currently fighting cancer, but he needed me and I failed him and his kids. He was expected more of me and was let down. The end of the note said that he didn't want to talk about it because he was so raw and he would devolve into an anger monster, and say things he shouldn't. He didn't want to talk, so I didn't call. I did text him. That was one of the most disappointing things I've ever read from him. He didn't understand, but we could talk about it later. Today I got another very long text message from him and asked if I could give him $10,000. And not only would it be paid back once his child support got lowered, but would guarantee he would get custody of his children. He went to say he has a slim chance of a Mistral, but he almost won't do it without a lawyer. Smart. And OMG, he went into full manipulation mode, giving me the reasons he can't hire a lawyer. So as their grandmother, as his mother, I loan him the money if he files for a Mistral. Okay, to me, he's assuming that 1, he has the grounds for a Mistral. 2, his child support would be lowered. And 3, he would get more custody of his girls. And 4, that $10,000 would solve all those problems. He is 40 plus. Shouldn't he be relying on himself? We would have bailed him out financially once before with a car loan. Oh, we have bailed him out financially once with a car loan. He ran away from more than $10,000. He doesn't seem to be learning. Am I the a-hole for saying no? Okay, sorry if that was like a stutter fest, but honestly, I think they are not the a-hole. If he's, okay, obviously I was joking at the beginning. Duh, I went $10,000 for my mom, but not when this dude is 40 years old asking his mom for $10,000, even though they already once gave him money for a car. Also, it says in the state they live in, the courts usually give the mother custody, but you're also a grown man. Like, if you're not, I don't know how courts work, but if you're not doing anything bad, then get a job. Like, you should have a job to cover cost of lawyers. And wouldn't you research that before you got a lawyer? Wouldn't you make sure you had enough money before you got a lawyer? Okay, we're gonna read comments on this, but before we even start, I'm going to say this mother is not the a-hole, especially when her son was trying to manipulate her. I'm gonna say no, not the a-hole. This one says, you are painting a picture of a stubborn, entitled man. It calls into question whether the divorce may have a lot to do with his part of his character. It suggests that things are the way they are for a reason, not the a-hole. I agree. Okay, a lot of these comments are just saying not the a-hole, and I was trying to find one against her just so we could like have something to talk about, but I think we have to move on to the next one because everyone's agreeing with this lady. Okay, this one's pretty funny. Am I the a-hole for bringing a meat-based product to my vegan friend's dinner? What? Okay, before we start, I'm going to say yes. This person is the a-hole. They do have a confirmed verdict, but I'm not going to tell y'all yet. I, 22 female, was invited into a group dinner hosted by my friend Hannah, 23 female, who's vegan. In the message, she said, it would be awesome if you could all bring plant-based dishes so everyone can try everything. I didn't think it was a rule. I saw more of it like a suggestion. I'm from Chile and my friends love our food, so I decided to bring empanadas de pino, non-vegan, and sopapillas con pebre. Okay, clearly I don't speak Spanish. Don't flame me. Which are vegan. So she brought a non-vegan dish and a vegan dish. I made sure to put a visible tag that showed the vegan and non-vegan food. She didn't try none of the dishes I brought. At the dinner, Hannah looked really upset and later texted me that I was really disrespectful for bringing animal products into her home. I apologize, but I also don't think it was that big of a deal since I don't force her to it and I brought a food that she could also eat. Also, mind you, we've already eaten non-vegan food there plenty of times, so I would have never guessed it would be such a problem. Am I the a-hole? Guys, it was, I think this is an update. Guys, it was not a small dinner with friends. We were 27 people there and there were over 20 different dishes to choose from, with most of them being vegan. Okay, what did I say at the beginning? I think I said she's not the a-hole, or did I say she was the a-hole? Maybe I didn't say anything. Honestly, guys, I don't think she's the a-hole here. She brought a non-vegan dish and then she brought a vegan dish. And to me, I mean, like, okay, is all 27 people there vegan? Let's think about it. Because she's not vegan, so I don't think she's the a-hole. The verdict says she's an a-hole, so maybe I'm in the wrong. I don't think she's an a-hole. Okay, let's read the comments. This one's a professional. I like deciding, I think. Your vegan friend organizes dinner and requests that you bring plant-based dishes so everybody can try everything. You decided to bring a non-vegan dish. You are the a-hole. This one says they are the a-hole. Guys, are all 27 people there vegans? Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Okay, let's read another one. Okay, this one says, original poster said they have already eaten non-vegan at these parties before, so it wasn't specified that it has to be vegan. It doesn't say if they're an a-hole though. But like, I agree. Do y'all, let me know in the comments if this person is an a-hole. I personally don't think so. Guys, am I the a-hole? I don't think so. This one says, you are the a-hole. Even though you eaten non-plant dishes there before in the past, this invite specifically asked for plant-based dishes. You chose to interrupt it in a different way because you wanted to make a non-plant dish. Guys, I understand if everybody there was vegan, but okay, let's reread. I'm gonna get into this. Let's reread. In the message, she said it would be awesome if you could bring plant-based dishes so everyone can try everything. Is everyone there vegan? Let me know. That's what the message says. I declare she is not the a-hole, but everyone on Reddit declares she is the a-hole. Let me know if y'all think she's the a-hole or if I'm going crazy, because I really don't think she's the a-hole. Okay, this one's a long one. Am I the a-hole for touching my boyfriend's phone because I thought I saw something weird? No. You are not the a-hole, girl. Don't even. No. If you saw something weird, go through that man's phone. This might seem small, but it turned into a much bigger issue than I expected, and now I'm second guessing myself. I'm 24 and have been with my boyfriend, 27, for just under a year. We usually have a good relationship. He's funny and caring, and he's in a good mood. He's the sweetest person. But lately, when he's been distant and stressed, which I understand because of work. Oh, he has been distant and stressed. Sorry guys, I can't read. The other night, we were watching a movie at his place, and he got up to go to the kitchen. Leaving his phone on the coffee table, the screen lit up and I caught a glimpse of a notification saved as S with a little sparkle emoji. It disappeared quickly. He never uses emojis in contact names and doesn't usually get messages that late. I felt uneasy after thinking about it for a bit. I picked up his phone trying to see the name again. I didn't unlock anything or go through his messages. I just pulled down the notification screen. Right then, he came back and snatched the phone out of my hand. His face changed. He didn't yell at first, but he was cold and tense. Then he started saying things like, how dare you go through my phone? I can't believe you don't trust me, and you're acting like a jealous crazy girl. He kept repeating that I ruined the night and that I was crossing a huge line. Already right now I can tell you that you are not the a-hole. First of all, you're not even going through his phone. And even if you were, you had the right. You saw something suspicious, go through that phone. I don't care what anybody has to say, I'm going to die on that hill. Continuing, when I tried to explain I wasn't trying to spy, I was just worried. He snapped and said I was manipulative and told me to leave his place immediately. When I tried to explain I wasn't trying to spy, I was just worried. Oh wait. I was shocked and hurt, but I keep telling myself he's just upset and stressed. I want to believe he's not hiding anything and that I'm the one who made a mistake. Now he's barely talking to me and said he needs space. I know I shouldn't have touched his phone, but was I really the a-hole here? ETA, thanks so much. Oh, update. I think this is an update. ETA, thanks so much to everyone who replied and shared their thoughts. I really appreciate it, even if some of it is hard to hear. I tried to reach out to him today just to make sure he wasn't too upset and cleared the air. He replied but was really short and said he needed space, which I get. He's usually the one who texts first and checks in a lot, but lately he's been kind of distant and moody. I know he's under a lot of stress from work, but sometimes he gets way too intense over little things. Like a few days ago, he got mad because I asked if he wanted to eat and told me I was annoying. Then he ignored me for hours and before apologizing and say he was just overwhelmed. I'm still trying to figure out what's normal and what isn't. I want to believe he's not all bad, but sometimes I wonder if I'm just making excuses for him. Thanks again for all the advice and support. Break up with him. He's a little man child. He's 27 and he's acting like this. I say break up with him and move on. Move on. We don't got no time for that. Okay, there's an edit. Edit 2. Thank you again for everyone who's commented. I've been reading through all of it, and even the ones that are hard to hear. Some people said I was in the wrong, and I do understand that I too know I shouldn't have touched his phone, and I'm really not trying to play the victim. I just didn't expect it to blow up like this. He texted me and just now said, hope you've calmed down and had time to reflect. I'll reach out when I feel ready. It seemed kind of cold, but I guess he just needs space. I don't think he's a bit excessive. I do think he's a bit oh my gosh. I do think he's a bit excessive, and with his reactions sometimes I just don't like upsetting anyone, but he seems to be acting worse lately and I don't like that. I think I need to have a talk with him about the way he's treating me. No, girl, no. Break up with him. I know you can't hear me in this mic, but break up with him. What? Excuse me? He's 27 acting like a man child. He said, I'll reach out when I feel ready. This lady wasn't even going through his phone. No, save yourself. Oh my gosh, no. This was posted 4 hours ago, or updated 4 hours ago. No, girl, save yourself. Save yourself, no. Hold on, let me read some of these comments. Okay, this comment says, this is tricky because you haven't found anything. If there had been anything concrete, it would have been a guarantee. But this reaction does seem very out of pocket, almost like a guilty reflection. Though, like I said, you haven't found anything, so there's no way of knowing if he's guilty or not. I personally don't think you're the a-hole. It's normal to worry. It's normal to feel some concerns. But this reaction is crazy for somebody who had nothing to hide. I don't believe in phone checking at all. While you are not toxic at all, it by itself is just toxic behavior and could lead to very negative impressions, hence the reaction. But the level in which he blew up was quite unnecessary and eyebrow raiser for sure. Okay, I think if you think your man is cheating on you, go through that phone. That might be me. I don't care if that's toxic. Go through that phone. If you think there's another girl, go through that phone. Go through that phone. I'm not afraid to go through a phone. I'll lean over your shoulder to get the password. I don't care. Go through that phone. Go through that phone, girl. Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Okay, there's 7 minutes left. I'm going to read one more confession. Okay, I like this one. Am I the a-hole for asking a break from my boyfriend after he said we don't have enough? Use your context clues. I, 23 female, and my boyfriend, 24 male, have been together for about a year. I live alone in a very nice apartment I inherited when my grandmother died, and also worked a part-time job to get myself through med school, while he had a stable full-time job and still lives with his parents, although he often stays over at my place for multiple days. Oh, the cake is done, but it can wait. Since the beginning of our relationship, we had a lot of arguments about communication. He often avoids talking to me about some things that bother him, both regarding our relationship and other aspects of life. The problem is that he gets mad about something I did, even just the way I said something, and doesn't communicate with me. He just acts mad until I lash out and we end up fighting. In the last week or so, I noticed he was acting weird. He's always off. I would have to cheer him up and didn't know why, just seemed sad. I'm currently very stressed because it's exam season and I wake up at 6 a.m. to study for about 7 to 8 hours a day and then go to work or to the gym. You can imagine that I am a wreck and then I get home in the evening. Yesterday, I confronted him about this behavior and told him that he's mad about the fact that we have not had enough often as we usually do in the last month. I was pretty upset because it's hard to understand why. I mean, he knows how hard my life is right now. I almost cry every day and often talk about struggles with him. So he knows. He keeps saying that it's not his fault that I choose to study medicine and that he needs and wanted reassurance that I still wanted him sexually. I, of course, reassured him and told him it was just stress and tiredness, but he kept on playing the victim and telling me that this situation is taking a toll on him. I feel like it's selfish on his part to say this after it's only been a month and we still have 1 to 2 times a week. And it's not like we don't anymore. He's smart enough to understand that the stress can lower your libido. Plus, I'm kind of mad that he acted weird for a whole week instead of just talking to me. We ended up fighting and I asked for a break from our relationship. So am I the a-hole? Edit. Probably I worded wrong. For us, he understands this. A break means a few days apart without talking to each other. We are still loyal to each other during this time. To us, this is what a break means, but maybe not for everyone, so I wanted to specify. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. She's not the a-hole. She's going through med school. Guys, that's hard enough in itself. And then you have a man-child who wants to have every single day? No. If your relationship is based around, break up with him. Break up with him. Also, if he can't talk to you about having, then you should break up with him. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, I don't know. But he's 24. He's a man. He's a man and he's crying about. So I would say break up with him. Let's read some of these comments. This one says change the break into a break up. I agree. Not the a-hole. You're drowning in med school and he's pouting and getting laid twice a week. Priorities. His priorities are clearly not straight. If he has a full-time job and lives with his parents at 24, clearly he's not the one for you, dare I say. Not the a-hole and dump him. A partner that values his own needs that can wait without him dying. A partner that values his own needs can wait without him dying. Higher than you being totally stressed out and not someone you want in your future. A normal partner would be proud and supporting of you. There you go. Said it perfectly. Your partner should be proud that you're going through med school, not that you're only pleasuring him 2 times a week. Like, no. No. Not the a-hole. Okay, let's get this cake out the oven. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the cake to cool off so I can put some of this chocolate stuff on it, and then I'm gonna put some confetti. What is this? Sprinkles on it. Okay, the cake is cooled down. My sister's out and about. I literally told her to stay in her room, but we're going to be frosting my cake. Ooh. I don't know if my mom bought this for me or if it was just in her thing, but I'm gonna use it. It's like blobbed. You can't even see it. Why did it just blobbed? Oh, cause that's the mail. Okay, but now there's just like a... Let me know if you want me to bake a cake for you, cause I think I'm doing a great job. This looks amazing. This looks so great. I'm so glad, okay. Oh no, my battery's dying. Can you tell I was not prepared for this video at all? Anyways, we're gonna add the confetti sprinkles. They're not open, wait. And you know what's even better? We can write on the cake. Let's do white. Oh, it's liquid. Oh no! Boom. All freaking done. Okay, now for the final reveal, we have to take a bite out of my cake. Came out perfectly. Okay, first bite. Mmm. Oh. 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 Yeah. 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 I outdid myself with that one. Oh. Oh Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that cake like took it out of me. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Sorry I didn't post like this past week. I just got to do a lot. I have to work because I've been going on so many trips. I have to do my ACT because I didn't do good on my first one, so I've been doing like ACT stuff. But thank you for watching till this far in the video. If you made it this far, post a little cake. Is there a cake emoji? If there's not, post a cow emoji, because you know, milk, cows, cake. So post the cake emoji or post the cow emoji, because I want to know how many people actually make it this far. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll probably see you guys like next week. Bye.